Welcome to another walk with the Cotswold camper. So, already seems like it's going to be a fun walk. 6 miles. So that's my view so far. Normally you can see a lot further, but it's very wet. I mean, it could be worse, so I'm not complaining too much, but still pretty amazing view, I think, anyway. But yeah, 6 mile hike, all round trip, stopping for some pasta and tea. Looking forward to it. And this is precisely why a good pair of waterproof boots is very important. Yeah, as you can see, really wet. So, yet again, why you need waterproof boots, because that whole trail there that leads up to the church it's pretty muddy, and I've just cleaned my boots off walking through the field from the last gady puddle. This is happening. Look at that. Almost lost a boot. Jesus. Oh, this is going to be a fun walk. Into fields. Well, trails. Finally out of village walking properly. Really look forward to this walk. So I am walking from the village up past the Roman villa that I did in the last video, and I am going on up to the even load, where I'm going to try and find a spot and sit and make a cup of tea and some pasta with my new little gas burner and my fire maple kit, and then walk back again, but in a different direction. So hopefully I'll get as much on video as possible. My OS app, sorry, sheep. My OS Maps app on my phone says it's a 2 hour and 36 minute walk, just under 6 miles. And last time, when I did the Roman Villa walk, it said it should have been about 2 hours there and back, but I checked my average walking speed, and even with the bag on, it was 4.5 miles an hour, so these long legs come in handy. But yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy that today. And you do loads of foraging down here. Obviously not right now, but as you can see, it's just loads of places to pick from. Yeah, this is obviously, I haven't done this walk yet, so it might be a spot I like more, but this is still my favourite part. It's just that bit there where it arches under the bushes, or the bushes arch over the path. And what I meant. Yeah, the bit I showed you last time. I feel like I'm going to be able to get a lot more of the YouTube shorts out of this walk, because so far I've almost ended up on my arse about, I don't know, a couple dozen times just going through one field, 2 gates. Both of them were, well, you saw, that was fun. Went from deep and sticky to muddy and slippy, so hopefully it's the last time I've got to deal with that kind of terrain. But yeah, here it is again. Love it. Some people would say it's kind of creepy looking, but not me. I adore it. But yeah, I'm gonna put it back in my pocket now because we've got quite a ways to go and much more to record, hopefully, and try and preserve the battery. See you soon. His friends are jumpy, but this guy, he does not care. Look at the size of his head. He just stamped his foot at me, like, pissed off. So, yeah, he didn't care. Look. Absolute beast. That's all. Yeah. I've had rain fall off of the tree on my face. Look at this, so, like, yes, it's raining and wet, and the ground's all muddy and slippy, but, like, how beautiful is all this? No noise, no, like, you know, no the hustle and bustle of, like, going into a town or something. And, oh! It's a big shelf fungus. I don't know what that kind that is, but if you do, let me know. Comment. All that jazz. Yeah. It's just like this. Like, yeah, it's swampy and muddy, and but there is not a soul around for ages. It's just so peaceful. Like, I don't know if you can pick it up, but the birds in the background chirping away. There's the tree from last time. Had the big hole in it, all hollowed out. With all the little runs in the bottom. That big bad boy. A few birch trees here. Again, this would be a great place to pick berries. The right time of year. This is like one of the better places I've been. Ooh. There's a pheasant in that field somewhere. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, like I said, I'm not complaining too much. It could be a lot worse, but I'm just most likely going to fall on my ass at some point today. I think we might do the same cut. See how it looks in the rain. Me walking away and coming back for the camera. It's actually magic. I don't really come back for the camera. It just appears in my hand again. Well, that will do, because the ground is horrendous and I'm not walking back through it again all the way. You got one. So, there you go. But that, not walking through all that again. So, into the woods just before the ruins, and so I just wanted to say, in my last video, I got to a point where I showed a steep drop off, and I don't think the camera really did it justice, so I thought I ventured down here to try and see if there's a spot to sit sometimes, you know, make a cup of tea when I do come down here, do shorter walks. But that, I still don't think that, like, it just drops, and all the mossy parts are just like jagged stones coming up. So if you were to like fall and tumble down, you're gonna hurt. You're definitely gonna hurt. That's the river there, just by the Roman villa. So yeah, I just wanted to show that. So I just did this, but I took a picture. Apparently I'd flicked it over from video to picture when I showed you the steep part over there. But yeah, so all these coins wedged into this tree that's been felled, or probably fallen, and turned into a bench. But I think, because I've seen one in Cornwall, I think all of these are like people's wishes. You know, you make a wish and wedge some coin into the tree, which is pretty neat. I made a joke about the economy the first time, but I'm not going to do it again because it doesn't feel natural anymore. But yeah, these are the kinds of, like, that's just the bank to there, and then, like, you can imagine flipping down these. There's the river down there. So just, I carry on. So here we are, back at the villa again. This is where it gets interesting because I don't actually, without the OS Maps app, I don't actually know where I'm going. So if I lose my phone or anything, I'm pretty screwed. But sheep. But yeah, it's just like, oh, you probably can't see all the birds over there flocking. But yeah, like you can see by the, it's just all like hills and tree lines. I'm hoping, because it's through that way up through that field to where I said all the kites were. I don't know if you can see the train, but yeah, so past this like cluster of trees here, oh there's the train, up past there, and then round the trees at the back. So yeah, let's go. Like that, look, I don't know, can you see how flooded that field is? I hope you can. I'll know when I edit it, but it's just like swampy marshland everywhere. So I'm really glad I brought my trusty OEX. But yeah, I was starting to think I may have left too early, because I was thinking about back there. I'm almost halfway now. And I was thinking about back there, sitting and making something to eat and having my cup of tea. And then I checked the time, and it was 10 to 10. So I thought it would be a bit of a waste. So we're going to push on a bit further. Hopefully that tree line will give me somewhere to sit. I've got waterproof trousers, so cheers sheep. Just made direct eye contact while emptying its bladder. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm hoping that tree line will give me somewhere to sit. That's what I said. I've got waterproof trousers, so just like a log or something, and a little bit of covering, because they're all coniferous trees in that spot over there. So they've still got their leaves, so I might get a bit more cover. There's the ruins again. Still fascinates me. You think how many hundreds of years old that is. You've still got all the foundations there. Like, oh, pretty good at building. Pretty good at building indeed. Although the one thing I did think was with how, like, to get through the trees to come here, it goes into like a big bowl, like I showed you. It all comes downhill, so it would have been a pretty easy place to ambush people. But yeah. Oh, this will be fun. Jeez. Well, that is sloshy. Look at that. Okay. It was deeper than anticipated. How am I? This doesn't really make any sense. Now, I feel like on my screen that doesn't do this gap justice, but just so that's as far as I can go. If I hold on to something, that's my leg fully extended. So that has murdered my dreams of walk. I'm hoping I'll cut back round, go through the swampy part I showed you. I'm gonna have to try and have a look, but that is, like, this bit's bad enough. I stood in that and that happened, so I'm not even attempting this. This is a no-no. It's a definite no-no from me today. Maybe in the summer. But yeah, so we're gonna... Okay, now try and find a different route. So I'm starting to feel like maybe my dreams of this walk have been dashed, because very weird way to say it, but because if I can't get through over there, which I'm not entirely sure I can, I'm just hoping. Yeah, I stuck my phone into my waterproof trouser pocket and zipped it up as soon as I saw the size of that hole in the ground. So I haven't checked on the maps, but yeah, if I can't get through that way, it kind of blocks me off this way I've gone, because you can only go right down to that spot in that field. So that's annoying, but I'm just hoping that I can get through there, because I actually tested my, oh, it looks so bad, but not as bad as the other spot, I guess. So sorry sheep, you're gonna have to move. Get it, the cow joke. What was I saying? Oh, I tested my kettle out yesterday, and my kettle and my cooking set seem really good fire maple ones. It's like a whole bundle. However, my gas burner was a bit dodgy, so we'll see. Now, the real pattern emerging today. I don't think I can get around over there, but if I can just, I'm gonna get on here. Look at, oh, can you see how deep that actually is? Hey, look how far that goes down. This isn't a puddle, this is a pond. Hopefully I can get to the bridge. I'm gonna try. Okay, so that's a no-no. I will show you what is happening here. Hold on. So if I show you in the tree line here, that is all water, and it's trickling out from there and feeding that. And I thought maybe I could squeeze around this side, but I have a big bag on, and this. See, now I'm saying it on camera. I feel like I should just get on and do it. But the other thing is, I don't want to like soak my feet going through there, because I feel like no matter what, that's coming in my boots. I don't want to soak my feet going through there just to find out that I can't get to the bridge I need to get to over there. Because without the bridge, there is no way and then also I've got to try and get back through that while I'm tired. So the annoying thing is if I'd have known that, I could have gone the way I was planning to come back. But for me to do that, I have to like double back, start again, and then walk all that way back again. So that's a no-no, which is really annoying because this is the last video I can make now until after the Christmas holidays. But, well, most likely after the Christmas holidays because obviously school breaks up. Being a single parent, I'm not really going to have the opportunity to do another one. Like, I know I could bring my son with me, but I don't want to have him on camera on the internet, because I have seen people play GeoGuessr. Like, if some creep wanted to find out where we were, he would. Yeah, so I don't want him on camera, which then really limits what I can record on a walk, and realistically it doesn't feel like it's worth it. But I mean, look, I'm quite disappointed, but I'll show you what's happening over here by the river. Because the even load has become the even overload. It's terrible, but I'm a dad, so I'm allowed to dad jokes. Now, I don't know if maybe like this, like this is, that's what comes down from that big bit up by the trees and then runs through, makes that little like pond bit, comes down here and rejoins the river. Now I'm looking here thinking I could get across that without getting in my boots, but I don't know if let's see. This is slippy. I want to end up going it. Yep, see, I'm already. No, I'm hoping I can. But then, is it just misleading? Does this part look not as deep as this, but it actually is? Oh. Oh, screw it. Let's give it a go, shall we? Whoa. Oh, it's slippy and sticky all at the same time. Nah. I'm never getting my feet to there without ending up in there. So, let's just... I didn't know if I was going to make it back up for a second then. Well, that's happened. So I'm thinking if I go back into the trees, have a little wander around in there, show you guys that, then find a little spot to sit and make my pasta where dog walkers aren't going to come past and think I'm a lunatic just talking to my camera, because that's what happened when I first walked in there. Like, sounded like a good idea in my head, so I cut through. There's a little path that goes off to the side first, so I cut through there, started chatting away to my camera, and I looked over to the side and there was a lady with a young child and their dog, and I was like, she's gonna think I'm gonna murder her or something, so I just quietly put my camera back in my pocket and walked off. But yeah, I'll go back up this hilly woodland and try and find a spot to show you my cooking stuff. So yeah, I managed to find a little walk around. I'm gonna go to where I made the cup of tea yesterday, tested out the kettle. But it entailed me cutting through this extremely slim path, like I couldn't even get my camera out back there. Yeah, so I'm going this way now. So I think I have found my way now. There we go, it's a bit better. I think I have found my way. It's just, this has been a lot of fun. Well, on the plus side, it has lengthened the walk now. It's when we're closer to lunchtime. This is where I am now. Without my phone, I am, as you would say, buggered. Because I'm using my OS Maps app. Has become very interesting. So I need to go up straight ahead. That way. Hopefully. Well, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Okay. So it does seem to say I'm going in the right direction. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this because I'm not actually talking at all. And there's a load of dogs. Okay. Well, I'll get back to you. So, wait a second because there's a farmer. And like 5 or 6 dogs. But now, apparently, I'm on a straight shoot to where I'm gonna sit and make food and a cup of tea, as long as that's not too flooded. But yeah, obviously it's just trying to get an extra video out before Christmas break, because I know I haven't done anything for a few weeks since my first video. I'll explain why when I'm sat down, but yeah, I was hoping to get something out, and here we are. And just a shout out to the brilliant people that do the British weather. When you say on and off raining, to me that entails not raining the entire time I'm out doing a walk. So, just a real shout out to you guys for just doing the best you can. Appreciate it. So I've arrived, finally. Splodge of water. There we go. Yes, I've arrived finally. Gonna set my stuff up on here. Got a log to sit on, good birch. I'm kind of like, normally I'd be worried about stopping here, because I'd be like, oh, dog walkers. But I've worked farther than I intended to. The weather's worse than I thought it was going to be. Even here, it started to flood in this spot. So I'm just gonna get on with it. Really? I'm making tea. Might not make the food, I might wait till I get home to do that. Because I'm not that far now, but yeah. Have a cup of tea. And a little chit chat. My new bag is surprisingly waterproof. It's a one Tigris. Pretty good. Yeah, it's kept everything inside surprisingly dry. Especially considering the constant washing it down at the minute. Yeah, so my screen's gone dark, so I don't know whether you can see me or not when I'm off view, but gas canister and my little jet boil type thing. That's it. Comes in that little box so it doesn't take up any space. I'm very much ready for a cup of tea now. This has been insane. Get this set up and then I'll explain why I haven't made any more videos since the last one. Get that on there. It's not going my way today. Now this is something I will definitely be upgrading, because there we go. Right. Get the kettle out. It's a shame because I had a whole load of things planned, but it's just dog walking. Great. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I was supposed to make another video, like me camping, which ended up not happening because I found where I was going to stay, and someone ran at me through, there was like a line of trees where I was, and yeah, someone charged on the other side of the trees, at the trees in front of me. They stopped when I put it out. I had a knife, but another dog walk. But yeah, so that kind of put me off making that video, and then I've had problems with my boiler. I've gone past caring anymore. I've had problems with my boiler. I've had nativities at the school. So yeah, I've just been busy. It's been crazy. So now I'm just sat on a log, making a cup of tea, talking to you. Turn this up a bit. There we go, that's better. And I've also left my mug. So, it's going brilliantly. I think what I'm going to do is use my little milk container. But yeah. See, it's like as soon as I start to record, like, people just pop up. Which is mad because I thought the one bonus of this weather would be some privacy. But yeah, a real shit house of a video today. A real shit house of a video. Yeah. So I'm going to keep making them because I love it. Like, I'm not uncomfortable because, you know, fully waterproofed and warm. So this is quite a nice little spot. I'll show you in a bit. There's a little pond behind the camera from the rain, and it's really starting to flood here. But yeah, it's lovely. I'm not too far from home now either, so just relax and have a cup of tea, pack up and head back, play Football Manager. But this thing is so much easier. I was using a little wood burner, like a little folding wood burner before, which is great, but obviously you can't process wood very well with a EDC, an everyday carry knife. So you get some looks, but this makes it a lot easier. I mean, there is something slightly uncomfortable with carrying it, explosive kind of gas on your back for miles, but it's a lot quicker. And it cools down a lot quicker, and just being able to shut the gas valve off everything. Like if I was doing an overnight camp, obviously if it was like this, I'd probably still bring this, but if I was doing an overnight camp properly, and it's not, raining, I could spit in, I'd probably still take the log burner, but that's what I take. Because really I enjoy bushcraft, obviously, like without knowing someone who owns land, it's really hard here. So that just gives you like a little sense of it still when you're like processing the wood and stuff to burn. So yeah. But clearly all I need to do to get over my anxiety of other people is just shithouse my videos and decide to go and sit somewhere else instead. Well, there we go. Nice. Getting there. So, they got the weather wrong. My initial journey was completely blocked by the even load bursting its banks. Bumped into a farmer with his gun dogs, which was really uncomfortable. I eventually sat here, been recording while there were dog walkers around me, and I forgot my mug for my tea. So all in all, a terrifically done piece of video. So yeah, my apologies how the day has gone. I think there were two other dog walkers who went like round there. And I don't think they noticed the camera. I think they just thought I was like sat here talking to myself. So I think they've moved on. Because as I started talking to the camera again, the first time I looked back, they weren't there anymore. So, yeah. But this makes a huge difference. Like even when you're out, the weather's like this, like just sitting and, getting a few bits out to make yourself a cup of tea. Really changes the mood. So what I'm hoping is if I can put the milk into this one, pour the milk in there. Alright. Then there's probably going to be a lot of you that are disgusted by how I make my tea, but I have quite a lot of sugar. Nice bit of rainwater in the milk there. now I'm glad I brought my gloves, because it's been really fun. Really fun picking that up without my gloves. Spoon. Go on there for now. There we go. Put these away in a sec. Cheers. Got to stir it. So, you can add that to the list of things that have not been done properly today. But I tell you what, instead of me just sitting here and having to edit bits out, let's pop that down there. Let's pick you guys up. Let's give you a little tour of where I'm sitting. It's probably a good thing anyway, my battery's low on here. But yeah, so that's obviously from where the rain's flooded the ground out. Which personally I think is kind of cool. I like it. But you can see, when I came yesterday, it was from this tree to that tree, and obviously not as deep. So all of this bit has, all of this bit has been, since it's rained overnight and today, there's a few like dips in the ground, which I'm just going to say now, like, I love the GoPro for being waterproof and how compact it is, but other than that, I'm never getting another one. Yeah, see, so it's like flooding here as well now. People collected wood, and then some kids have attempted to make a little shelter. Which always fills me with confidence. Like, I imagine kids nowadays just sitting in and playing games and being like, no, I don't want to go out. So when you come out and you see that they've attempted to do like shelters and stuff, it's quite cool, especially when they haven't had any like little fires and stuff that they haven't done properly. That's, I mean, rope swings, but see, I can never tell whether you can see what I'm seeing, because the screen on this is crapola. But yeah, so rope swings, this all just like divots in this bit. So you imagine what this is like after like a few weeks of heavy rain. I would imagine that this whole thing is like a pond. But yeah, that's my new bag. That's my tent on the bottom. It's the Van Gogh Nevis something. It's the Nevis, it's a one-man tent. It's cool. It's got 2 doors either side, but the main door has like a little porch area. But on top of the zip where it opens, there's an extra flap of material that forces the water to run away from the door opening. So even if you're like boiling water or something, it doesn't just drip in to you. It also keeps it away from your boots and things, which is nice. But yeah, it's a nice little spot here. I mean, it's about a 20-minute walk from my house, so if I was going to do this I could have just done it yesterday. But yeah, it's been an experience, that's for sure. Because I used to do this thing all the time when my son was first born, and we still lived with his mum. I used to do this kind of thing all the time. It's like I hyper focus on things as an autistic person, so I like jump in and out of hobbies. But this, like hiking and camping and bushcrafting stuff, is something I've always enjoyed. So it's been a while since I've done it, but since my parents have been able to start helping out with having him and him being properly in school full time now, I really just get a chance to come back out and enjoy nature. So yeah. One thing I will say about this place though, is apparently they spent a lot of money, you know, planting trees that would have been here originally, things like that. And when I read about it, it said they got rid of all of the birch. Now, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but if I pan round, the majority of the trees that you see here, they're birch. So, not sure what happened there. I find it mad as well that more people, like in today's day and age, people would rather like go to town and like, oh, let's go and look at clothes shops and things like that, when you've got places like this that you're just walking through trees and you know, you've got this little spot like that, the water, and I just don't understand how more people don't appreciate this kind of thing nowadays. Baffles me. Like, I cannot go into town by myself. If I think there's a chance I'm going to bump into people and they're going to try and talk to me, no. But going through like countryside and little nature reserves and things, there's hardly ever anyone there, so most of the time it's dog walkers, so you just sort of like nod or quick hi and carry on going. No one really expects to make conversation with you. It's blissful. Actually gives me a way of getting out of the house. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna finish my tea and head home. So that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed watching me and not having to shithouse this walk from the comfort of your living room or wherever you're watching from. Have a good Christmas. I will see you at some point after. And goodbye.